Alright, hello everybody, I am Static Stardust, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So, for today's new episode, I am playing with a controller that I have not played for a while. So the buttons on my normal PS4 controller, this one here, the buttons are kind of starting to deflate a bit. So maybe in a while I may have to go open it up and such. So let's see, this is a wireless controller, so I have both the cable for it that was charging most of the day, but that is a tiny thing. So if you see a blue glow, that's just the controller. So yeah, last night for me when I recorded, it was basically just, we have figured out, or rather we have questioned the motives of the boat shopkeep, but now he's missing and we don't know where he went, we don't know who he is. And for some weird reason, the parrot knows about what DL6 is. So, yeah, we're back at the law offices. December 27th, 2:11 p.m., Wright & Co. law offices. Oh no, not the grim music! What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he never took someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everybody doing? Larry, you kinda came in at a bad time here. What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yeah, I do remember feeling faint. Right on, tell me the truth, it was like love at first sight, right? What the hell you want about, Larry? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two? Dude, I'm not talking about you. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. So, today's trial. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did it! If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have found them guilty. What the hell? I did not press anything. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty edgy. I mean, you can really know he's telling the truth about that night. Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? It's like, geez, way to friggin' throw her under the friggin' rail tracks, Nick. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Alright, Edgeworth. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You don't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yeah, in grade school. They saved me, Miles, and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kinda forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Alright, okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It all started back in the year of '69. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial, a class trial. A class trial? The class trial. It would be hilarious if you just, like, left and you didn't even explain the story. You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappears with $38 still inside. That's pretty hefty for a 3rd grader. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in the class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Guilty! He did it! Guilty! Give the money back! You're such a me! Is this all of the class? I'm not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, you're not borrowing my eraser. Give up the 50 cents I owed you. Jesus. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. Oh. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Hey, young Edgy. Looking like a little mini lawyer. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. No need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh my god, if a 3rd grader... I feel like there is going to be a moment where there is a 3rd grader somewhere in the world who actually shouted this classroom and got detention. What? What? Is he wearing a straight up leotard? But this is always how it is. Everybody's ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Is he wearing a straight up ballerina uniform? Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the 3 of us became the best friends. Wow. I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what I was... That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. After the trial... Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. His exact words. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark suspicion demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Anything. I repeat in bold line, underlined print. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? I don't know if I should tell this story here or not, because I don't know if they're, like, subscribed to me or not, but there is a story of how, like, I fell out of touch with an old friend, and I tried to get back in touch with them through social media, and I overreacted, I think. I was just really excited to get in touch with them and to, like, talk, and they said, like, oh, I'm busy most of the time, so... Yeah, I would not go as far as Phoenix did. Like, you would literally change your career just to try to talk to somebody. Like, that's next level commitment right there. And the fact that he's doing a pretty damn good job is even better. It's like, even if I'm playing as him and he fails, he's still making pretty damn good progress. If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Wow. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free? Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. Very well, maybe. First, there's that boat rental, the rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who he is, who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So... Okay, now we gotta go to the lake. Hey, pal! Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. Oh, no problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. What may come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. But the boat rental shop's the other way, and he's gone. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in there for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Alright, so we can't go into the woods, but that's not our... that is not our goal. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work, which is kind of sad. The boat rental shop. Boat. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem. I know one possibly elderly fictional man who has a cough like that. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Alright, let's see. Let's raid his house. He still has perfect snacks, but he left his parrot unattended. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello, hello. No, I'm not gonna examine. Let's examine Polly one more time. Maybe I could take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. I don't think there's anything else. Alright, back to... Alright, let's go to the... not detention center, the criminal affairs department. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. Or the BSC. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. Alright, so that's detention center? You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Why would you bring that up? Why would you embarrass me in front of my friend? Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous! Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Why prosecute? Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered from oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. No offense, Wright. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So, he's like my sister was with you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his professional life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly, which is also a thing you probably should not ever do. It's one thing to strive for going in the correct direction. It's another if you are obsessing over every little itty-bitty thing you do to the point where you're so obsessed with perfection, you literally see one minute failure as I am imperfect, and you lose sight of everything. Why are you worse than my other controller? Oh my goodness. But no, it's a thing that you should probably never do. Everyone's not perfect. We're human. We are bound to make mistakes in everything. Go online and literally type in human error, and you will see 1,000, if not 1,000,000 examples. Yeah, Von Karma is imperfect due to his imperfectionist, or wanting to be a perfectionist, rather. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible for some suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Alright, so... Let's go back to the, Criminal Affairs Department. I can't go into the record room. Okay, from my office, I'll go to Mr. Grossberg's office. Hey, Larry. He's out. Again. When does he work, anyway? That's a good question. He's just, like, doing whatever, like... People assume he's working, and it's like, and now I go for my 1-hour break. And he's just doing everything else but his work, but people think he's working. Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Damn it! Okay, so... Is there anything I can present to Edgeworth? I'll have to report. Do you know anything about this woman? I'm not sure I can help you with that. Deal 6 file. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitations run out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, shoot. Hey, do you want to see a parrot? Do you want to see a parrot? Alright, so... Well, this time, let's just... Nope, let's talk. Nope. Can we present Larry with anything? He doesn't know about my fae. He doesn't know anything about that. Let's go back to Gourd Lake, I would assume. Still nothing. Let's examine everything else. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave him the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we better not. Oh wait, the metal detector. Hang on. No. Oh, I can't use it out here. shoot. I was gonna say, it's like, what if I use the metal detector... What if I use the metal detector someplace else? It's like... I still have it, so they're right. I swear, this is gonna be an episode that I make some form of progress. So, I can't go to... Alright, so I talked to Larry, I've talked to Edgeworth. Gumshoe isn't back yet. Caretaker is gone. Okay, let's try Mr. Grossberg's office one more time. Let's examine a bit more. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. I guess Mr. Grossberg isn't getting that painting back. I feel kind of bad for him. Alright, books. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. It's like he really isn't doing anything. He's just like, I know what I'm doing in terms of a defense attorney. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Thank you, Phoenix. The only thing I can think of is presenting Edgeworth with stuff. Alright, so we've examined Polly. What are these? Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really punny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should see the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Alright, so there's that. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered they're showing a Pig Princess special this week. That's what got you? Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Oh. Is there anything in the trash can? Nope. Fishing pole, we checked that. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Sink. It doesn't look like he used his kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. Wait, you thought he was telling the truth? I mean, who knows, man? Maybe he has a side business. We don't know. Let's examine the boats. There are some boats floating on the dock. The murder took place in a boat from the stock. Apparently the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Indeed, there's a space for one more boat at the dock. Alright. Boat rental shop doesn't look like anyone's around. Caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, it looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. The woods. There's a forest here beyond these bushes. Nick! The forest! There's someone in there! Eh? Did I accidentally make progress? Yeah, hey, you're right. There's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Excuse me. Alright, Gordon Lake. Okay, so we talked to him about the trial. We've talked to him about that. Detention center. This is the one time where I actually could use Maya's help with saying, like, okay, what do we do now? Alright, so let's see. No, I believe I have a defense attorney. Do you want to see my badge, Edgeworth? No. No, I think I already showed him the gun. Metal detector. Oh my god, you're still not back? Is there something we can examine here? These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. Alright. So that's done. Hey! Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. Tomorrow I'll present him before the department at last. I'm gonna make sure they know how much people like the Blue Badger. Good luck. Alright, so that guy will come back to play way later on. I do not know what I'm doing, guys. God dang. Mr. Grossberg, where the H are you? Books, desk, plants. What's this? Table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. That still raises the question. Where did that painting go? Time to have someone... I am beyond lost. Polly, got anything? I wish I could present Polly with something to see if anything would work. Oh my god, this is... I really don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where anything is. Alright, the woods are closed off. The police are investigating there. We can't go through there. I've gone to every other place. What other thing am I missing? This lake sure likes to cause a lot of problems, doesn't it? I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Alright. Nothing changed there, nothing changed there. There's literally nothing. The ground. Let's examine the ground here. Examine the woods, we've examined the boat, we've examined everything in his freaking... We've examined everything in his shack. What else is there? The TV, we checked that. The garbage bin, we checked that. The fishing pole, we checked. Let's check it again, because why not? We got nothing else to lose. No, didn't mean to do that twice. So we've checked Polly, we've checked the stove. There's nothing else here to check. I'm sorry guys, I don't mean to make this seem like don't know what I'm doing, but at the same time, I am beyond stuck. The guy? This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? That's not possible! The world ended yesterday? He must be reading predictions for the future on someone's horoscope page. Prosecutor Von Karma. What's your relationship with Von Karma? I'm just trying to see if anything has changed. Teacher. Okay, it's either Larry we have to present something with, or Edgeworth. So let's see, my attorney's badge. Nope, of course not. Autopsy report. Nope. Nope. I think I presented the bullet to him. You want to see a gun? Metal detective. Metal detector. Parrot. DL6. I forget if I've shown him this, but I don't know if I should. Nothing. Alright. So guys, unfortunately I'm gonna have to stop this episode for tonight. But thank you guys so much for watching Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and watching me play along as I continue to make progress and anti-progress. So as per usual, if you like this, leave a like and subscribe to my channel. There are 2 videos on screen. I'm making it easier for myself and not saying which it is. It's gonna be random either way. But yeah, if you like this, like, subscribe, and check out my videos and share them with a friend. I am Static Stardust, and I will see you guys in the next episode on this channel. Bye.